Hello and welcome back to Hidden Agendas, formerly Vox Terra. Now look, I just recently changed the name of the show from Vox Terra to Hidden Agendas. Quite frankly, I liked the name Vox Terra. Maybe you did too. So why the heck would I do that? Well, part of the reason, and I bet you found this also if you were trying to tell people about this show, I'd say, check out Vox Terra. People would say, oh yeah, I'll check it out. And then later, did you check it out? Yeah, your show, Vox Terror. And there's no show Vox Terror or Box Terror. But people just were not hearing the words Vox Terra. It just doesn't seem to, it seems confusing. Plus, a lot of people don't know Latin. Well, why then Hidden Agendas, this spooky sounding, creepy kind of name? Well, I sure don't seem like a spooky sounding, creepy kind of guy, but the reason is that I'm finding in some of the issues that I care about the most effective arguments I find I can make when I'm making them, and I want to help you make effective arguments, is to talk about those hidden agendas, especially hidden economic interests. Kind of flip around what I call the false conspiracy narrative for the real one. Let's start off with climate change, my core issue. Destabilizing our planet's climatic stability is a really stupid idea. But people are going to hit you with, well, it's a hoax or it's a trick, it's a way to get control. And that's why they argue so passionately about it, because they believe that. Or maybe they're just indifferent because the media doesn't explain it for them very well. Well, both of those you can counter with. The most effective is it really likely it's a trick to control people by environmentalists, or is it more likely saying it's a trick is a trick by what I call the reckless elements of the fossil fuel petrochemical industry to protect that industry? It's the most powerful, wealthiest industry on the planet and has been since almost the dawn of capitalism. That's the most effective argument. Ditto for the reason you're not hearing much about it in the news, influence of that industry. Now, I haven't talked as much about the need for some kind of national health care or affordable health care within the United States, but it's a similar thing. People say, that's a big government plot. Well, that argument sure serves nicely the health insurance industry and the pharmaceutical industry, doesn't it? It serves the whole medical industrial establishment quite well, saying it's a plot to take away freedom, when really what the heck freedom do we have right now with our health insurance anyway? Sorry, sir, that doctor's out of network. You're going to go broke now. That's your freedom. War, whatever war people are supporting, man, are they justified, man? Do they love it? They don't love it, but why are they justified? This is right, they got to do it. All these people got to get killed and injured, and a horrible thing. Okay, but everyone, they're thinking the same thing. And I find one of the best counter arguments for that is similar. Hey, amiga, look at those economic interests. Look at all the money in the defense industry and all their influence within with the politicians. To what degree is that hyping up another war? And it's really important to keep this stuff in mind, because let's say you are a great activist and you've actually gotten through some kind of environmental regulation that's going to benefit people. Well, first of all, they're going to be convinced it's a trick or it didn't have to be done, blah, blah, blah. But even within that environmental reform, because of the way our system's set up with the whole thing's influenced by these dominant industries, some of them are going to sneak their agendas into those environmental regulations. And you need to be aware of that, because when they do slip it in there, what's going to happen isn't the naysayers, the people against regulating, aren't going to say, oh, wow, you were right, these economic interests are slipping in everywhere. They're going to say, see, this is all just a big scam. So you got to be aware of, no, the whole thing's a big scam, and that they're going to use what I'm talking about against you. Anyway, that's why it's important. And the last reason I'm just going to put out there for today is, let's say I just focus my show on good ideas to make this world a better place. Look, here's a really cool solution. Here's a way we can, consume less with this product, or just using less products. Well, what happens to every good idea is it gets stymied, it gets discredited by all these moneyed interests, and you got to show that. A classic I've shown you before is wind energy. Sure, it's got its problems, but nothing in comparison, in my opinion, to the daily burning of fossil fuels, or just digging uranium out of the earth and refining it into nuclear fuel rods. Wind seems inherently far less toxic and dangerous, yet it gets demonized and vilified. And if you argue with people head on and you don't open up with the fact, hey, amigo, amiga, some of that vilification and demonization was actually paid for by these reckless elements of the fossil fuel petrochemical industry. So basically, getting to that better world means overcoming these vested economic interests and shining a light on them so people are aware of whose arguments they are really making. Well, we'll see. I'll give this new name some time. Let me know what you think about it. For now, though, it's tough because a lot of stuff's got hidden agendas in the title and my show's not popping up in the search engine as well as it used to. But let's just see how this goes. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Please comment. Please like, please support a Patreon. Thank you to my two patrons, Paolo Grusi and Environmental Coffee House. And as always, until next time, peace be with you.